Is she really going out with him?
Hi, this year's my 60th birthday, and so I thought I'd go through a quick blast from the past, my first wave punk rock singles collection from 1976, 1977. This is part one, so I've got quite a few others I'll go through later. So the story was, my big sister was training to be a nurse and lived in a flat just off the Ladbroke Grove. When I went to visit her, there was a couple of record shops around the corner, the original Rough Trade record shop and a couple of others. And I was lucky enough to pick up some of the first wave punk rock singles, 45s, and quite a few of them on their day of release. So it all started with the band The Damned, first release in the UK. New Rose, very energetic song. When I first put it on the turntable, scared me a little bit. I went to see them in a scary pub in West London. Scared me even a little bit more, but brilliant single. Then the Ramones were playing at the Roundhouse in London. I picked up the Ramones Blitzkrieg Bop first single on the cartoon picture disc. This is quite a rare one. I think only a few hundred were printed. Great single, again very energetic. This is the first independent EP created by the band The Buzzcocks, Spiral Scratch. So again, fairly rare in the original pressing. Again, that was picked up Rough Trade. This is an Australian band, the Saints, a song called I'm Stranded. Again, great song. They had a deal with Rough Trade to import into the UK. This is a fun one. This is Neat 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 by The Damned, their second single on Stiff Records. This is the first pressing of the Stranglers' Grip. They were one of the punk bands who could really play. Very skillful keyboard player. This is the famous Anarchy in the UK. This is the first release on EMI Records. The band kept getting sacked from their labels, so they then moved on to another record label. Then there's a couple of copies of God Save the Queen. Again, they got sacked from their record label and eventually got released on Virgin Records with the famous postage stamp picture of the Queen on the blue label. Again, great guitar riff. Steve Jones, one of the tightest ever rhythm guitar players. This is early release, Pretty Vacant, no picture disc on that one. Then there's a run of The Clash. This is The Clash's first single, White Riot. This was written after they took part in the riots in Notting Hill just down the road. Then the single Remote Control. The Clash didn't like this one. They didn't want it released, but CBS released it anyway. And then in reaction to that, they then wrote Complete Control. That's a better song. They preferred it, and complaining about the release of Remote Control. It's Clash City Rockers, again on CBS Records. And then this is the great Cost of Living EP with songs I Fought the Law, the cover, Capital Radio, Groovy Times. And on the end of it, there's some interviews as well, which are quite interesting. This is my favourite single. This is White Mammon and Hammersmith Palais. Came out on a couple of different coloured sleeves. A brilliant song. This is an early X-Ray Spec single, I Bondage Up Yours, with the singer Polystyrene, who's one of the pioneer female punk rock singers. Great band. It's an early Stranglers single, Something Better Change. And there's another single from Polystyrene and X-Ray Specs, Identity. This single is One Called Wonder by the Adverts. This was back in the day when everybody learnt 3 chords, dyed their hair purple and joined a band. It's the single One Way Love by the Damned on Stiff Records. Nice pink vinyl. And it's a double D side. Damn sense of humour. So the Adverts, No Time to Be 21. Again, good energetic band. And the Damneds, Smash It Up single. And then the Damneds, I Just Can't Be Happy Today. Again on Stiff Records. This is the Adverts, Safety in Numbers single. Again, a label mate on Stiff Records. This is a fairly early release, no picture disc on this one. Stranglers double A side, Go Buddy Go and Peaches. This is the Adverts, Gary Gilmore. And then finally, Walk On By the Stranglers on white vinyl. What kind of off-white vinyl? It's gone a bit purple over time. Right, so that's it for part 1. It's the first wave of early UK punk releases. All started with New Rose by the Damned. Excellent single, energetic song. They're still going today, still playing live. Excellent band. That's it for now. Cheers, then.